ENT Podcast, the best podcast in the country. We are at Dave and Buster's. Today is Thursday. Y'all know what that means. Big sports talk. Big sports talk. And we have a special guest. But before I announce my special guest, we're going to talk a little bit to my super duper co-host to my left, Dante Hutchinson.
Hey, he's still
Dante Hutchinson.
Hey,
Dante,
you know this guy.
I did that for Marge.
Yeah. She gonna give you hell about that though.
Dante Hutchinson, aka Tay in the building. What's up, Tay?
What's up, man? Hey,
Mr. Hutchinson.
We got a great guest in right now, but you know, to get started. I mean, last week kind of recap about what happened. Dunbar Fort Myers.
Yeah.
The catch.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a big thing. Everybody kind of ran with it. The foot was in, the foot was out.
He was in.
You know what? And see, this is where we disagree. I just want to tell y'all this. This is where we disagree.
He was in.
I saw the foot, and it was on the white line.
He was in.
All right, listen. We can agree to disagree, but what I'm gonna say is, in something that close, when you don't have like an actual, let's say, if you don't have like an actual replay system.
High school don't have it.
I mean, the ref right there. I mean, I'm looking at it from the video,
Right.
and I see that it looked like his foot was on the line.
Right.
So, in my eyes, I'm sorry, Fort Myers, Greenway fans and friends, all y'all. I think it was the right call, but from what I understand, it was a great game, and we had Chris McFoley on, who had a great game.
Had a great game.
You know, so I mean, hey, much props to them. You know, me and my co-host, me and my guy we can debate about this a lot.
He was in,
but that's not the purpose of this podcast right now.
Right.
I think right now we want to get into it and get probably want to. I just want to say, man.
Well, hold on. Before you announce,
I'm not going to announce him.
Okay.
I'm not announcing him. I just want to say one thing about it. You know, I think that he's one of the most prominent coaches in the area. And I can see, I tell a lot of people this, man. I can see this guy actually being at that next level sometime.
I was gonna ask him that, man.
I mean, I really can see him going to that next level.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm excited to have him on, but I'll let you go and do your thing.
Hey, we want to give a shout out to, I think her name is Mackenzie Travis, man, evangelical Christian. She just committed to South Carolina Gamecocks.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So
Congratulations to her.
And we want to give a shout out to Carter Smith, man. He just committed to Michigan. So that's big time. How you feel about that?
I mean, listen. Here's the thing. I'm a realist. Now, the kid looks like he's a hard worker.
Yeah.
He comes from a really, really good program right now.
Right.
I know that he has the things in place to do it.
Right.
But you got to know, man, it's big time football. Man, ain't no he's not. It's not Michigan, Eastern Michigan.
Right.
So he gotta have to take his lunch pail up there.
Michigan.
Yeah, he gonna have to take his lunch pail up there, and I think he got the right tools.
He gonna look good. He gonna look good in the outfit, man.
Oh man,
he gonna look good. Carter gonna look good in the outfit.
Amazing blue. And then again for Mackenzie Travis, I know her dad. Dad's a really cool dude. Ran track at Fort Myers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So she got some good pedigree in her too.
Yeah. She flying on that. She flying on that track. And another thing, man. Winston Watkins just decommitted from Colorado. How you feel about that?
You know what? I'm getting all the hard questions. That's what we're supposed to be doing with our special guest, man.
Hey, man. Listen.
I mean, this is some tough questions that I'm getting.
Hey, how you feel about it?
You know what, man? Let's be honest, man. I think that in this whole recruiting process, here it is. In the whole recruiting process, you can't tell somebody what's wrong, what's right, or how they should go about it. I feel like the kid, the parents, I feel like they're just trying to figure out what's the right way to do it. That's all. I mean,
okay.
I think that both the decommitments, Texas A&M, Colorado, there's nothing shaky in Colorado, but Texas A&M, you can see kind of the writing on the wall of things. So that's why I think that decommitment. But at the end of the day, the parents, the kid, that's their prerogative, and I just feel like, until they sign that dotted line, I tell a lot of people, until they sign that dotted line, it really don't matter. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. I mean, more power to him. I hope he, I think he's a good athlete. I think he's a great receiver. Obviously, he's the number one in the country, 2025.
Winning.
So, I mean, hey, best of luck to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You want to know my opinion before I get my super duper special guest.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, bro.
My opinion is Carter Smith committed to Michigan. You got Winston Watkins just decommitted from Colorado. Carter Smith played Pop Warner at Cape Junior. Winston Watkins played Pop Warner at Cape Junior with Carter Smith. Winston Watkins commits to Michigan to play with Carter Smith. That's me. That's my opinion. That's me.
Yeah, you know what? Listen.
That's me.
Listen. You trying to build some smoke in the city.
That's
Listen,
me.
here go my thing. I get it. All these kids are playing together, but you got to think about this.
That's a special combination, though.
It is. It'd be great.
Carter to Winston.
Here's my thing. I think both the kids are talented enough to play at that next level, and if he decides to go to Michigan,
true.
Win for Michigan. Win. You know what I mean? But I just don't see that happening. But let's get into it, man.
Okay, man. And one of the best football head coaches around the state, the nation.
Nah, man, I gotta say state now.
State.
We can't do him like that. You can't do it like that. You put man on the pedestal, then next thing you know, he's at University of South Florida with a head coaching job and don't really, you know.
we're gonna say the best head football coach around the state.
Definitely.
And I know, I guarantee you, his coaching staff gives other coaching staff headaches on Thursday and Friday to try to prepare for this team right here, man.
Yeah.
My guy, Bishop Verot.
That's it.
Yes, sir. Here you go.
Appreciate it, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. My boy,
Bishop
Verot.
Yes, sir.
There you go. If you want to wear the headset, you can. If you don't,
All right.
You gotta put that on because I can't hear to save my life.
you can't. My God.
But what's up, man? What's going on?
What's up, fellas? Thanks for having me, man. I
Pull
appreciate
that
it.
closer.
I appreciate it.
Get up closer, yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, man. So I'm gonna get right into it, Kenny. And
Go ahead.
The first question is, and how you prep for a big game that you got coming up, right? So,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah. Okay. So how you prep for a big game that you got coming up? What is your attitude from Monday through Wednesday with your kids in a playoff setting? Like, how do you start off with that Monday? What's the attitude when you start off for those 3 days? I know you said Thursday's kind of that break day. What your Monday and Wednesday? What's the mindset?
Work. They got to grind. We have a hard-working group. We try not to change it up too much. We don't want to add any extra pressure or preparation or it's kind of the same process each week. We're creatures of habit when we coach and we play and athletes, and so Monday's the install day. We got to work. We got to make sure that we're ready to go. It's a big mental day. It's a recover physical day, but we got to be locked in. We try and pride ourselves on installing a lot of stuff and running lots of things on both sides of the ball and taking special teams serious. So it takes intelligent football players that dedicate their time. So we got to start off that way, and then all our boys know, man, Tuesday's a work day. Okay. Tuesday is a grind day. It's a
Bloody Tuesday.
It's a best on best. Oh yeah.
I want to piggyback off that. You playing the steroid round 2. Are y'all taking the steroid lightly?
Not a chance. And each week we've tried to preach, and I know it sounds like coach talk, but we do have a very mature group. We got a good group of kids that buy into what we're doing, and we try to make every week about us. If it's about the big picture and we want to make a playoff run, I can't control who's in front of us. We can't control who we're going to play next week, if we have it next week. Each week we made it about us and our plan and our prep and how we played, and we're going to do the same again this week. And I know that Estero is going to be well coached and well prepared, and you got to play the game for a reason. So we have big goals and big things we want to accomplish, and we're happy to be at home for sure, and our boys feel good about it. But we had a good week of prep. You have to keep prepping the same way, and no, definitely not taking anybody lightly.
I got a question when I saw you earlier during the year, because you guys come in, and before we get into the question, I want to actually say, I want to thank Dave & Buster's for having us here today, letting us use the facility, and also, if you want to come in, bring your kids to Dave & Buster's. We got 4 to 7 happy hour Also, on Wednesdays, you have half off gameplay. So make sure you come in and check out Dave and Buster's. But what my question is
listen, I want to thank you for our partnership this year. Our
Absolutely,
boys
man.
love it. We came
Good
in
job.
here, we took advantage. The food is outstanding.
I appreciate
and,
it.
definitely something we're looking forward to continue to do. You guys are awesome. Dave and Buster's, thank you for everything you've done for us.
Absolutely, man. And we're going to keep that going for sure. I got a question about your tight end.
Sure.
As a coach and as a dad, when it happened, what was when you found out what it was, and
Sure.
what was your mindset on making sure this kid stayed like level? Because that's a hard thing. So how did you deal with it? Or obviously you don't have to tell me too much, but how did you relay it to him, the family, and just let them know that, hey, how did you do that?
Oh, it was heartbreaking.
Absolutely.
Everybody, we were all at a loss for words, and he's been a team leader and the voice and the work ethic of our team for a long time, and obviously has a very bright future. You never want to see something like that happen. So it was devastating. It was hard. It was one of the hardest moments. When you see a kid go down, you could feel it in the team. But I think it goes back to the relationship you establish ahead of time, the trust in each other you establish ahead of time. We use the word love a lot in our locker room, and
Absolutely.
we love each other and we mean it. It's genuine, and so in those moments, man, I didn't have a lot of words to say. We just listen, buddy, I love you.
Yeah.
And then he comes from a really good family, a good home, good parents, and they're hurt, but they see the big picture. They're able to rally around him, and then the conversation just began. Hey, look, you already got a scholarship. North Carolina's awesome. Coach Mac Brown and,
Right.
and Coach Freddie Kitchens, his tight end coach at North Carolina, called him that night. They were both watching our game, live stream, saw him go down. He spoke on the phone to both of them that night.
Big time.
Assured
That's
him
cool.
scholarship's good, everything's good.
That's
We're
great.
going to get you with our medical staff. Like you're gonna be as good as new, and
Absolutely.
and
That's pretty cool, man.
so to hear something like that was uplifting for him. And then it was just go to work.
Absolutely.
Go to work.